Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. Today, there's no more snow. Look at this. It's remarkable, isn't it? So let's get started and have a look around the allotment today. So, dramatic difference today. Like, look. It's not as bad as it seemed, I hope. I think that one over there, I think that's dead, it's been crushed. This one's okay. These seem okay. This one seems crushed and dead. Let's look over here. This one seems a little bit frost. I think the snow was a bit much for them, so that one's dead there. That one's not too bad. Not too bad. That one seems okay. That one seems okay. These look all good. They're tiny but good. What can you do, you know? These have seen better. These are the Napa cabbage. Napa cabbage did not go well at home either. It did not like the frost. Seems to. What can you do? These seem to be alright. Yeah, they seem to be okay. Obviously that didn't like the frost. Oh, and that's come uncovered. I'll cover that back up in a minute. Whew. My eyes feel very gritty. I don't know why. Wind's getting into them. So these look okay. They actually look like they're thriving. Unlike these, I don't think it actually like the snow being on them. Yeah, poor things. These ones look okay. We live and we learn. Oh, hello chickens. Let me see. Let's see what we've got here. These are the carrots. You see what I mean? They were completely covered in snow, weren't they? So these were the carrots. Got the onions coming up where I've pulled the carrots, planted onions. That's exciting, isn't it? Do you see? You get right in there. Do you see? There's also some carrots coming up. Like, I'm surprised it's not less dead. They've like held up quite well. These look worse for wear. These are our beetroot. I don't think they enjoyed being snowed on, but they're getting sizable. They'll probably be ready by spring. Oh no, the stinging nettles are broken. What a shame. What a shame. Look, they're looking good, aren't they? Look, some of them are almost ready. Let them grow on. It's a nice little warm patch for them now, so they're probably going to grow a little bit. It's going to be warm for the next few weeks, so these are all done for the year. I'm going to come through and cut these down, I think. I'm so impressed by how much this is like thawed out completely. The ground is no longer frozen, which is nice. Everything that's like frost tender is gone though. Anything that's frost tender, I'm going to come through and maybe get some of them cabbages. As you can see, some of these are really growing, very fantastic. Show you. They're a little bit green for my liking. Yellow, sorry, for my liking. But they have been under a ton of snow, so what can you do? This is the birds. You see them like this, it's just the birds. You just have to put it a bit deeper, is what I've found. Ground is cold, don't get me wrong, but it's nice. Nothing. Oh, tell a lie. Here I am lying to you. It's like 40 foot tall. Look at that. They're garlics. Where'd the other one go? Very good. So this should all be. There we go. There's another one. The little garlics coming out. These have all overwintered. It feels like spring now. They're looking great. Everything that's frost hardy, obviously I'm going to come through and cut them down. Cut them to the ground. We've got a mole, which is annoying. Jazz's patch looks awesome. But, very good. I bought some bits over. Oh, so the allotment committee has turned off the water. Which of course they have. Of course they have. I don't even know why I tried to put it on. And the reason they've done that, of course, is because it was so icy. Of course, everything was frozen. Of course, I turned it off. Anyway, I came here this morning, I was like trying to turn it on and it didn't work. How silly of me, but I've got a jug I'm going to water. Don't know what reason. I don't think I have a look, but I don't think I have a watering can over here, so that's a bit annoying. Do you like my Christmas present? Isn't it nice? One of my friends made it for me. Look, I'm a teddy bear. In the wind, they're blowing. So this is very, very warm, and I'm very, very thankful for it. Love it. I never knew I was a bear. Now you know. It's the compost heap. Just putting my weeds on there. Do I make a good bear? Would you prefer a bear or an elf? I made a fantastic elf, didn't I? So, oh dear. I'm really happy that some things have actually like not died. But yeah, I'm quite excited. I've got loads of bulbs to put in. I was saying to Jasmine, because Jasmine's at school today, I was like, right, Mummy's going on the allotment. And she was like, I want to do my bulbs. I said, no, we can do that Wednesday, so I promised that. It's my tea, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be cold. It's not my tea. I'm not drinking it. I have soup in the car. I made a vegetable soup, sort of everything in the freezer soup. From what over the allotment, obviously. Got that. I'm actually quite excited about that. I got lots of squash. Just water him in. Poor little thing. It's going to be icy. Sorry, guys. Who doesn't like a nice freezing cold shower? So due to the allotment turning off the water, I've had to water everything in the greenhouse by hand, and there's so much growing in the greenhouse. For example, all of these are peas, so I am watering them. They're not quite sprouted yet, but I'm going to make sure that they are kept very well watered so that they are beginning to sprout by spring. I feel that I've got a lot of stuff growing in here in the greenhouse. It feels almost like spring, honestly. But that is because I am trying to make sure that I have enough things in here so that when spring springs, then I will be able to hit the ground running and fill in that hungry gap. So it does look like it's almost spring in here, but I promise you, it is December, it is winter. I have just gone ahead and sown these 250 onions from seed. I've never grown onions from seed. Can you believe that? Ridiculous. But I do have quite a few things overwintering, and I'm waiting for them to get a little bit bigger, and then I will be planting them out. A lot of them are incredibly frost hardy. I know that people write in me comments saying, oh, I hope your seedlings are alright. Remember, I lost loads of seedlings last year. So yes, these are okay. These are all completely frost hardy. To be honest, the things in the greenhouse, if I were to just put them outside, they would be fine. They just slow down in their growth. So there's nothing particularly that I'm concerned about. However, I am bringing loads of stuff still from home. I tend to plant my seeds at home, and then I kind of bring them down to the allotment to pop them in the greenhouse, as I don't have a greenhouse at home. I find it easier to look after seedlings at home if it is the summer, because they do take a lot more water. But here, due to them not really needing much of a water, I do bring them down the greenhouse so that they have the benefits of the warmth of the greenhouse. So that is quite important for things to be growing during the winter, because there's not very much sunshine and there's not very much going on this time of the year. However, I am only growing things that are frost hardy because I don't really want to pay for the propane to heat the greenhouse all year round. Although it is absolutely lovely having an incredibly cold outside and coming in and warming up in a heated greenhouse, I don't really want to do it all the way through the winter, because it gets to the point where it is incredibly expensive, and basically I just don't want to do it. So I won't be growing my summer crops until February. I'm also taking this time to sort of tidy up and sort out the greenhouse, mostly because I can't find anything. I do find that all summer long, when this greenhouse has been empty because it's just basically too hot, I do use it as a dumping ground, completely, utterly guilty as charged. So I do find myself having to go through it and tidying it up. It's a little bit like the garage. The garage needs tidying up about once a year, needs a good tidy, because all the way through the winter and summer I'm dumping things in there. So I do have to say, okay, we have to go in there. It is one of the best things to do when you've got nothing else to do. Like today, it was quite rainy and horrible. I did get quite a lot done, don't get me wrong. I watered and I did a few beds and stuff, but it was nice to come in here and kind of defrost and sort everything out. This here, that's neem oil. Neem oil is absolutely, doesn't hurt anything, will not kill you, but it tastes disgusting. So I have a mole that keeps coming in and doing mole holes in my greenhouse, and this is just basically stopping him from wanting to search through the mud to find worms, as this ends up killing my plants or knocking them out of their little homes. So I just think it's better to prevent it, because it's started to come into the greenhouse. I really don't want it to. It works really effectively, but obviously I only use it in places that it will be actually affecting my plants, so it doesn't hurt him. Once again, it just stops him wanting to be anywhere near my plants. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some fertilizer onto my garlics, and the reason I'm doing that is just because they've had such a harsh time. They've gone from a lovely summer's day, frozen under like a few inches of snow, and now it's super warm again. So I want to give them a sort of boost so that they're able to sort of bounce back and grow and establish themselves, so that I don't have any issues with them sort of becoming very unwell when it comes to this few, I think it's a week or 2 weeks of very warm weather that we have. I kind of want them to get well established, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like, and I don't want to lose any of my lovely garlic, because to be honest, they are my pride and joy. I absolutely adore garlic. So I'm also taking this opportunity to plant some things out. Like I said, we're having a really warm spell, and I mean, I don't think we're even having any frosts anytime soon. It is absolutely boiling lately. Well, boiling compared to our -6 temperatures. It was ridiculous. Now the weather has shot up. I mean, there's no frosts for the foreseeable calendar, and in fact, some are even going up to as high as 9 degrees at night. This is ridiculous. So, I mean, for the next foreseeable week, we don't have any frosts. So we've gone from having snow to having no frosts. Now, remember that I am in zone 9A, so the plants that I'm growing here aren't really used to having a lot of snow. That's not something I'm used to having. Although snow is really cool and really great to have, it isn't something that we are really used to. So it was something we struggled with. Now we're back to kind of seasonal weather where it isn't particularly very cold. I can go back to our winter sowing and of course our winter sowing out. Okay, so this is what I've been watering in the greenhouse with. It's still a bit frozen. This one's completely thawed out. Luckily, because I've turned the water off. That's rose. Looking good. The grape is, well, it is what it is. It's not going to look too great until spring. These are great. Still quite a lot of weeds. I've just come through a mulch here. Oh my days, I didn't even see these. Oh my goodness. I'll take them in. What a surprise harvest. So I have done this. As you see, up until here is now covered. And what I'm going to do is try to kill it off as best I can, and then as it dies down, it's going to get flatter. I'm going to spread it out. Obviously I've got black plastic here. I'm going to move it once all of this is dead, pull all the black plastic off, and I'm going to shift it around so all of this will be covered. I might cover it all in wood chips so that you guys just can't see the ugly black plastic, right? And then where I put the trees, I'm going to put strawberries in as well. So like this is going to be like a little food forest. In my head it works out quite nicely. It's going to be a lot of work over here though. It's looking great. Obviously this bit needs work, alright? Once I said I'm going to work my way around. I'm doing it, look. I am a woman of my word. I'm up to here now, okay? I'm going to trim the back and put loads of bulbs in, I think. That'll look nice. Same here, put some trimming down. And then go ahead and put bulbs in. But it's so much easier to weed this time of year because it's going to stay weeded. This is still an issue. Like I said, I'm thinking about what to do with this. I'm most probably going to break this up and bring some snips over and cut it and go ahead and get rid of it myself, because I've been waiting for ages for this person to come and get it. I might turn the back one into a cold frame and put it maybe on one of these beds and have it as a cold frame. I like the idea of that. Or even put some netting over the frame so that I can not have to worry about it blowing off. I'm not sure, not decided yet. This bed needs to be done. Oh, it's got so much to do. I don't know what to do really. But one bed at a time, or it gets overwhelming, doesn't it? I think that looks a bit better. Not that you can really see it. Right. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to us. If you like these videos and you want videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe, and then you can follow along with us. As you know, spring is coming. Spring will spring in a very, very short time. And we've got loads of stuff growing. We've already got our spring crops in. It's going to be great. If you want to follow along, make sure that you're subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.